Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is Angela right here at Hodgepodge with Angela. This is the weekly podcast, and I'm coming to you from a different area in my office. If you've been with me for any length of time, you have probably seen these photos before. Yes, I'm a bit of a Harley Quinn fan, as you can tell. That's it back there. There's Harley and Deadpool. I love Deadpool too. So lots of fun stuff happening back here. One day I'll do another tour and post it for y'all to see. I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to this kind of thing. I like it. And so this is my office. And I was thinking today, before, when I was getting ready to do the show, I was like, maybe I need to change up my office a little bit and make it more feminine. And then I got to thinking, nah, I have my little corner over there that I love, my Beverly Hills corner that you guys have seen me in before. I love that over there. But this is the stuff I love. I always love going to those Walker Stalker conventions, and so I just love having those back there. It's a little chilly in the house, so I have on my shawl that I made. Yes, I did make this, and I have it on backwards because I put my hands in my pockets like that, and I can wrap it like that. So I want to make another one of these in another color, so I'll probably change the pattern or I won't change the pattern, but I will change the needle or the hook size that I use, make it a little tighter. So anyway, on the show today, I want to talk about people that inspire you. Or do you have any people in your life that have inspired you throughout your life? Like, was there anybody in your professional life, or is there anybody in your life now that just truly inspires you to be better, regardless if it's in your professional life or your personal life or whatever? I'm just curious if you guys have anyone like that. I do. I did way back when, I was younger and starting out in my career. You guys know that I've been in my profession since 30 years, since 1992. And I have encountered a slew of people that just made me want to be better. Now, I've had my run-ins with some people that didn't. It's just the world. That's the way it is. And I've had some people that haven't always been the nicest people. But I just remember, when I was younger, and like I said, I've been in the medical field since 1992, and I would have the opportunity to work with a lot of physicians' wives, and a lot of times I always had this persona that physician wives were, kind of stuck up or thought they were better than anybody, and that could be the case, but that wasn't the case of the ones that I encountered. I actually encountered some really nice ones. I encountered some that were hardworking, but I encountered one in particular, and she and I would share an office. And I had my job, and she was working like doing sort of grant work and that kind of thing for our patients. And my office was the biggest because of the position that I had. And so I had room for her to share the office with me. And so we shared an office and became really good friends. And she's a Christian, and she was just a good person. I mean, she was just the sweetest lady, hardworking. Her husband that was a doctor, he was a great man too, and really cared about the patients. And you just knew when you talked to them that their heart was in the right place, and they just wanted to do the right thing. And we only shared an office for a little bit of time, like maybe 6 months. And I swear that was probably some of the best times of my life, because we would talk, and she would talk about the Bible. And I was a lot younger then. And I've always gone to church. I've gone to church my entire life. But she would just talk to me about things, and, she was just such a sweet person that when I was around her, I was a better person. And I loved when the days that she was coming, because I knew it was going to be a good day. And time passed, and companies change and that kind of thing. And so I kind of lost contact with her up until a couple years ago. And my mother actually ran into her at a local nursing home, and her mother wasn't doing well. She was a patient in the nursing home. So I was able to reconnect with her, and she still had that same impact on me, where she, just talking to her through Facebook Messenger, I just wanted to be, I wanted to be a good person. I never wanted her to have any bad feelings or any bad thoughts of something that I would, had done. Or I was going through a divorce at one point, and because I was married before, and it was like, I don't want her to think anything bad about, because she was had such strong faith. And I didn't want her to feel bad or think bad about me because I was going through a divorce. And, she's like, no, sometimes it happens. And, we would talk about the Bible and stuff, but it was just so nice looking back here at 52 years old that I had her in my life, because I feel like people are placed in your life for reasons. And I don't know what the reason she was placed in my life for, but I know there was a reason. I have another friend, and it's funny because the three people that I want to talk about are people that I've worked with. But I have another lady that we traveled a lot together, and we worked a lot, together, and became really, really close. And I would have a bad day where somebody had done something to me that wasn't, I didn't like it, or, they had done something to hurt me, and I would say, oh, this person makes me mad, and I can't believe this person did this, and blah, blah, blah. And my friend would always say, well, maybe they're just having a bad day. Don't think bad about them, because normally you guys get along well. Don't think bad about them because of, this one incident. And she was just so good for me, because it was like, well, maybe she's right. Maybe I can't always look for the negative in somebody. I got to think about their positives too. And that's what she did for me, is she would, I don't think she ever said anything ugly or negative about anybody. And I knew that with us working together, she was always going to have my back. If I messed up, she would tell me that I messed up or I did something wrong. If it was wrong, she would tell me. But I never had to worry about her backstabbing or anything. And it was so good to have somebody like that in my life. And then I had another lady that was actually my boss, and she was such a good lady to have around. She was all about promoting and training and doing what she could to promote us and make us better employees. And she just, I don't know, I just always was so thankful to have her in my professional life, because, I think that her kind of helping me and gravitating toward me and allowing me to do so many things in the department kind of helped get me to where I am today. Now, I'm not a CEO or anything like that, but I do have a really good job, and which I'm very thankful for. But I feel like the people in my life have helped me be the professional that I am. And I think that came from way back when, in 1992, when I had a doctor's wife that kind of took me under her wing and just made me want to be a better person. She made me want to be a better employee, because I didn't ever, ever, ever want to do anything that would reflect badly on her, on my company, or myself. And I'm still that way to this day. I've been in the same profession, the same industry rather, for 30 years and going on 31. And I've never wanted to do anything that, could look bad on me, my department, my bosses, my team, anything. And I feel like way back, just having such strong, influential people in my life really helped me to be that way. And I think it's sad. I don't think we have that today, and I could be wrong. And I feel like, now for me, I work from home strictly, but I had the benefit of being in offices and being able to be around strong people in my professional career. A lot of people don't have that anymore. A lot of people work from home, and I'm not saying I want to go back to the office by any means. So if my boss somehow listens to this, I do not want to go back to the office. I'm very happy from home. But I feel like that if you are not working in a setting to where you can benefit from having strong people and people that want to see you succeed and that people are helping you succeed, it's kind of a disadvantage, especially if you're a young person starting out in a career today. But I know a lot of you probably watching this podcast like, what in the world is she talking about today? This is kind of not my normal type show, but it's just something that I've wanted to talk about for a while, because I feel like, take a moment to look around and think about in your life who those people are for you. Who are those people that make you want to be a better person? And if you can't find anybody, maybe it's you. Maybe you're the person that people look to, and maybe you're the person that makes them a better person. So I know my mother one time told me that, and I don't know if she still feels that way, but she told me one time that just being around me made her want to be a better person. And that's strong when somebody tells you that. But then again, it's like, okay, I've got to be on my best behavior, because this person is seeing, putting me in that light that I make them a better person. And I just think that's good in today's time, is to have somebody that you can, I don't know if you call it look up to or admire. I don't want to idolize anybody by any means. I'm not saying idolize anybody. I think admiration is different from idolizing. And just think about the people in your life, and, let them know that, how you feel about them and that kind of thing. I always told every one of those three women that I spoke of how much they meant to me. And as time moved on and I changed careers within my company, they always knew that they had such a strong impact in my life. And I feel that, in today's world, it's nice to be able to let people know that they've impacted you in such a positive way. So, point of the show today is, who's out there in your life that inspires you to be a better person? And if you have someone like that, drop it in the comments below. I'd like to hear about it. I'd like to know who made you who you are today. So thanks for stopping by the show. Thanks for listening to another ramble right here at Hodgepodge with Angela. And until next time, bye y'all.